Next up we got, hey look, a bunch of Image books. We got Savage Dragon here, number 141, the conclusion to the Solar Man story arc. And hey, get a load of this. All these characters in the background here you're seeing are also characters largely from the Project Superpowers thing, because again, these characters are in the public domain now. Anybody can use them as long as they're just using the original source stuff. Really fun stuff here. It's been nice to see Savage Dragon coming out on a regular basis again. I get a kick out of this Solar Man character because he really reminds me of there was a character for one issue of Superman called Captain Thunder. The idea behind him being was that they wanted to have a Captain Marvel Shazam style character, and so they came up with a guy who basically looks just like him, sort of like him. He kind of reminds me of a blend or an homage to that Superman story arc, Captain Thunder and whatnot. He's basically your over-the-top superhero who's taking all justice into his own hands, which means he's killing a lot of people, and public support is on his side. A lot of fun. This is, like I say, the finale to that storyline, and if you like Savage Dragon and all, this book is absolutely for you. One of the most fun things about it is he's been teaming up in this particular story arc with a bunch of other Image book characters. They were calling it the Savage Dragon World Tour, where he's teamed up with Shadowhawk and Invincible and Spawn and Witchblade. I don't really give a crap for Spawn or Witchblade, but I like seeing the Savage Dragon. A lot of fun. Highly recommend this book. I'm a giant fan of Savage Dragon, and if you're at all a fan of Savage Dragon, this is absolutely for you. And like I say, it's great to see it back on the stands again on a regular basis. Next up, we got Noble Causes, a book that's going to be going away pretty soon. I'm kind of bummed out about that, but Jay Ferber is ending the series because he feels like he's out of ideas, and hey, nobody knows better than the writer of the book themselves, and at least Ferber's going to be ending the book on his own terms. This particular issue focuses on this, what's his name, Rock Slide character? This, what the hell is that dude's name? Slate Blackthorn. Yeah, formerly a bad guy who's joined up with the nobles now to sort of fight on the side of good, but he keeps on sort of being questionable in his ethics and his motivations. This particular issue, Invincible's fight with his sister ends up at his doorstep, and so there's a bit of conflict, and a classic superhero scrap ensues. A lot of fun. I'm going to really miss this series when it's over. And another series written by Jay Ferber, Dynamo V. This is the latest issue of that. What we're going on right here with Dynamo V is it's a group of composed of the children of Captain Dynamo. They've broken up, and the oldest girl in the family, she's Scrap. She's recomposed the team with, you can see right down there in the inside cover, Quake, Firebird, and Firebird's daughter, Firebird, Vigil, and the assistant there, Ogie, who's sort of like a secret agent type guy. A lot of fun, this story arc, but of course, as the cover sort of infers, shit goes bad with this new team. This is sort of the breaking point. A fun read. I'm really enjoying this book. Unfortunately, they have a different artist who shows up, and I found his stuff a little stifled and boring. I mean, like, look at that weird boob shaking drawing. That's odd stuff. It wasn't bad, but as far as the art in this book goes, this is by far the worst stuff we've seen. He tells the story effectively, but there's just something about it I didn't find as good or exciting as the rest of the art has been so far. Next up, we got Fire Breather number 3.
Yay!
I'm quite enjoying this book, as is Ari over there. It's written by Phil Hester, drawn by Andy Kuhn. Kuhn. Quite a good book. They are taking a little bit too long to put out issues consecutively.
Yes.
I think they should wait a little bit, get some in the can, and then put them out successively, because the biggest downfall of an independent comic book can be making people wait for it. That'll screw you. And for fans of Fire Breather from way back in the day, Fire Breather was actually launched way back when Invincible was launched. They finally just got an ongoing. Invincible's past issue 50, and they're only on issue 3 here. So to maintain your fan base, it helps you put out issues regularly. Now, having said all that, this issue was a lot of fun. I don't want to spoil too much because Ari still hasn't read this yet. But there's a great little plot going on here with with Fire Breather's dad needing him to come along with him. There's something intense going on. I won't spoil it, but this issue has a great ending. I can't wait to get the next issue. You need to read this, Ari. It's big time stuff. Great stuff. Next up, we got Brit, one of my favorite books, and unfortunately, it's going to be canceled. Actually, I shouldn't say canceled. They're discontinuing it. Pretty much for the same reasons that Jay Ferber is canceling Noble Causes. Robert Kirkman, the creator of Brit, is also going to be canceling Brit here, probably to reinvent it to some degree or something like that, which is too bad. I think this book is absolutely fantastic. Andy Kuhn does the breakdowns for this issue, and this Nate Bellegarde guy, holy crap, has he been producing just some great, brilliant art. quick note here. Hey, look, it's the Venture Brothers all hanging out. Check out the Venture Brothers. Woo! This issue, totally fantastic. I'm really, really, really going to miss this book. This particular issue tells us who the Emperor is. And if you thought he was who I thought he was, you were right. I won't tell you who he is in this issue. This issue does that way better than I ever could. Fantastic read, wicked art. If you like Brit, you'll love this issue. Next up, what do we got here? Britt. Oh, Invincible. Totally fantastic. Man, I love this series. Invincible from issue 1 to me has been absolutely fantastic. This particular issue really gets into Omni-Man and Alan the Alien. This is sort of like the secret origin of Alan the Alien right here. But if you've been wondering what's been going on with Alan the Alien and all that, this book catches you up to date with the Viltrumite storyline and all that. And hey, look at that. Mark Grayson finally gets himself some tail with good old Adam Eve. I'm actually kind of worried about Adam Eve. You know, Kirkman hasn't had some big horrible death in a while, and I really don't want him to kill her off. I quite like that character. Great stuff here. We can see Battle Beast again and all sorts of big cool fight scenes with Viltrumites. Wicked, wicked good times. I could hardly say anything more about Invincible that hasn't been said already. Robert Kirkman, absolutely fucking fantastic. Next up, we got The Astonishing Wolfman, another just fantastic book. Kirkman's really been nailing this one. It's almost monthly right now. And at this point, the Astonishing Wolfman's life has gotten pretty crappy. He's bumped into the guy who sort of was inadvertently responsible, or maybe directly responsible, for turning him into a werewolf. I don't want to spoil too much about this, but this sort of starts to, at this point, the Astonishing Wolfman is sort of finding his identity, training himself, and sort of dealing with his life on the run right now because the law is after him and whatnot. Just an absolutely fantastic book. I could hardly recommend an independent book more than this. It's just fun, fun, fun. You reading Wolfman?
No.
You should read it, damn it.
No.
Okay, I guess she's not going to read it. Feisty son of a bitch over there. Is that it? Is that it? That's all I got. Thanks for watching, folks. Toodles.
Bye.